Yo, yo. What up? What up? Yo. What up? What up? Hey. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Benny's crib. What up? Yeah, just leave your shoes over there. It's cool. Yeah, thanks. Does that sound cool? Yo, what up? Welcome to Benny's crib. I mean, you can always keep it 100, even if this is the 99th episode.
You know,
folks, everybody out there in the internet, in the digital world, in the real world, maybe a combination of both worlds, we're here with a Portland, Maine artist to watch, a singer and vocalist out here, making some waves currently.
for sure.
And they got a new video, Fly Like a Bird,
For sure.
out now. Chrizi Jammer, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I got some tea.
For sure.
The rain's kind of nice. Be like 50 degrees tomorrow, allegedly.
For sure.
Why would I complain?
You know, the weather is pretty nice. It's raining, but you know when you got what you need, the rain can stop you. So we are here with Benny at Benny's crib. We're about to have some good conversation. So make sure you stay tuned.
Hey, I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm excited to be here, yo. You're an artist I got into, I want to say back in, I think, 2020, when you dropped your first project officially, My Afro Jam, the EP.
For sure.
And ever since then, I'm like, I like this motherfucking flavor. I like the way this sounds. I think the scene needs this.
Nice.
The scene can get kind of vanilla sometimes,
Nice,
so we need
for
some more seasoning out here.
I
you know?
agree.
You've been adding the spice, so I appreciate that.
Sure.
And I know, you know, you might be more in like Afro jam, Afro pop, even R&B for your genres, but hip hop always is going to be an influence, I think, in anything in life. And me being so influenced by hip hop in my life, I like to start every podcast with this question. If you're ready,
Sure. For sure.
What is your first memory of hip hop?
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, hit that. Turn the microphone too a little bit. I want to make sure we get that beautiful voice up in there.
I'm gonna answer your question by asking you another question. So, what do you mean exactly? Do you mean like as far as my personal career or just hip hop?
Hip hop in general, just like even as a youngin, the first time you heard it or saw it or anything.
When I think about the first time I've heard about hip hop or music hip hop, I think about 50.
50 Cent?
I think about 50 in the club.
Oh.
I think about it's 50 in my head right away. And yeah, when I started listening to hip hop, I was listening to American music. That's even crazier, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't even understand English. I mean,
So it's being delivered in a foreign language.
yeah.
That's some wild shit. Because that's a great segue because I know you rep, and please, if I mispronounce anything, just correct me. But I know you rep Lubumbashi City, which is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, correct?
For sure.
Were you born there?
Yes, I was born and raised in Lubumbashi City.
Imagine
sure.
that's a little bit different than Portland, Maine.
For sure, it is. It is different. From the vibes, from the struggle, from the, you know, everything is just different. Lubumbashi is just different.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that more as the podcast goes on, but I like to kind of, you know, it's important, I think, to get the story behind the artist, you know, because it's so easy to consume art and media, especially in this digital age, and sometimes we can hear things or consume art without remembering there's a human behind that, in a sense, you know, and I want to get into the story of Chrizi Jammer.
For sure.
And I want to now ask, how many years did you spend in the Congo, and specifically Lubumbashi City? Was that like your whole life you were there pretty much before you came to Maine?
Yes, pretty much. Like, I've been in Lubumbashi City. I've lived there my entire life, almost. Like, my entire adolescence.
When did you move out of there?
When did I move
what age?
out of there? like at 18, probably, if not 17, 18. It must be 18. It must be 18.
Yeah, this is definitely a pretty broad question, so answer it however you would like. But what was life like growing up there, man? Like, what were the big things you did growing up, or just what really sticks out from your adolescence?
The principle, religion, the respect, always. Where I'm from, it's like you have to respect to get respected. You have to give respect to get respected.
In terms of like just being around other people in the community.
and people are just like really like friendly, really like like, but at the same time, there is always the dark reality that you don't want to know. Like, people are really envious as far as like when you start doing something good for yourself, for your family, people start hating. People don't want to see you shine. People will go even to a point where they will say, "Oh, he sacrificed this person. He sacrificed that. He did this. He did this in order to get what they have." So it's there is pretty much a lot of things, but as far as like the music, whoa. The music is really great.
That's a perfect segue because I wanted to ask, was music a part of your life when you were growing up in Lubumbashi?
When I was growing up, I first started listening to listening to music, beside like, before I even started getting into music by myself, as far as like choosing what I want to hear, what I actually like, my preferences. So my mom used to, it's always my mom, the siblings around you and all that. And
so you got a big or you have family?
I have a big family. So as far as the music I was listening growing up, it was like local music, not even local music, but national music at the time. That's international music now. They are big movements. They are classics. For example, I was listening to Kofi Olomide. I was listening to Papa Wemba. I grew up listening to Fally Ipupa. Those are Congolese. They all Congolese. I grew up listening to Ferregola. I grew up listening to just a lot of different artists. And I forgot her name, Nathalie Makoma.
Okay. You teaching me. I haven't heard any of these names.
Yeah, so you need to do your homework. They're really big.
I really do. I know a couple different artists from like the overall continent, but Africa's a fucking huge place, and there's so much music there. I know like Fela Kuti, Torre Kunda, shit like that. But I mean, that's just like the surface. And I've said before on this podcast, rhythm and music and harmony is universal. Doesn't matter what language you're from.
It doesn't. I understood that over the time because, when I got here, I really had a lot of insecurities as far as the language and my accents. And it took me a long time until I got confident enough to even, get in front of a camera, speak comfortably, be confident, and understand that it doesn't matter the accent that you have.
Oh, man.
It's a part of the culture.
Makes you too.
Makes you.
It's beautiful.
That's a part of your originality. So sounding different was really like one of the, So when I got to understand that the language and the accent shouldn't be a barrier.
Yeah, and I think you speak incredible English
here
too,
now.
in my opinion.
For sure, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, like you should be very proud. I think that is French the official language back home?
Yeah, French is one of the main languages.
What other languages are spoken?
Languages. We spoke Lingala. we have a lot of languages. We spoke Lingala, we spoke Swahili, we spoke Kikongo, Chiluba. We speak. Yeah, we have multiple languages.
Yeah.
You know, it's just as far as like it goes to national languages to as far as like tributes
Or like,
and
is it regional languages too in like different parts of the country?
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
That's mad
it's a
interesting.
little bit down.
What was it like when you were looking at 50 Cent for the first time then? Because you mentioned like American hip hop was kind of your first introduction to hip hop in a sense, right?
Yep. Definitely. I don't think I've remember listening to hip hop like outside of, you know, American hip hop growing up. Like honestly, like just to keep it real,
Yeah, yeah.
American hip hop was the hip hop introduction to hip hop for me. You know, that's how I was introduced to hip hop, like through 50 Cent music in the club, Candy Shop, Lil Wayne, make it rain,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Lollipop, you know. Okay, it was.
Was it all through the internet mostly where you were getting exposed?
Bro, the thing is, back then I didn't even try to look for the music. It was just there.
It was already
You
out.
know, when the music is viral, when the music is global, when it's a classic, you don't go out of your way. It's just everywhere. How did you listen to my music? How did you first heard me? You did not try.
It was
you
just there.
like
Yeah.
it's there. Like, who's this? You know, like,
I like that, man.
yeah.
It's hip hop is universal, man. It's global.
For sure.
It's everywhere you step out the crib and you can hear hip hop.
You can outside like the rain, you can hear hip hop through anything, through arts, through pictures, through the sound of the refrigerator, the whatever, man. Hip hop is crazy, man. The music itself. Let's just
I love
say
that. I
music
love that,
itself.
yo. Well, thank you for kind of contextualizing the earlier part of your life and where you're
for
from, because
sure.
I imagine that's a huge part of you, yo.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it's a huge part because I've literally like spent my entire life since I'm only, 22, so
Yeah.
my entire life I've spent it back home, and so
Hell yeah.
most of the influences that I have are based from where I'm from.
Yeah, yo.
You know.
Hell yeah. Well, like, again, I appreciate just getting the kind of the beginning and a lot of the identity of you as a person and an artist, because now I want to talk about my home turf, man, and you moving to Maine.
For sure.
You said you moved to Maine back in 2017? Am I tripping?
I actually came to America in 2017, and I moved to Maine in 2000. At the end of 2018, I believe so.
Got you.
August.
Where did you first come when you came to the States?
When?
Or no, like where? Like what location?
I
What state?
landed in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Whoa, other part of the country.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
In Utah.
How did
Yeah.
you then get from there to Maine? Like, how did the story go?
So in Utah, I met this guy. His name is Felix. I met Felix through a friend that we have in common from back home.
Mhm.
So I started talking with Felix because our friends from back home. He was like, "Yo, since you're in America now, I have a friend who been in America for a year now. So like, I think you guys should meet and all that. I don't know
That's
how
cool.
far you guys are living from each other,
Mm.
but you guys should meet." So I was one of my other friends, Crib. He's like a big bro to me. Kikes.
Mm.
He makes music too. He's a really good rapper artist. So I went there to make music. That's how I actually started recording music in America. That was one of the first studio that I got to, actually worked in. So
No shit.
Felix came from Maine. He was in Maine already by then, and he came to visit because not only he just met me through a friend that we had in common, he also knew Kikes already.
No
So they
shit.
already knew each other. They used to actually even, you know, kick it, and all that. So when he got there for the visit and all that, we got to actually meet each other in person, and I met his brother Steve, and we actually all linked and were talking. We became like a all big family, and from there he was telling me, yo bro, you gotta come in Maine, bro, you gotta come in Maine. Maine is just different, bro. You can get to do this, you can get to do this. Man, he talked a lot about Maine. So I was
Shout
like,
out, man.
you know what, I guess I'll have to visit too, since you came to visit. So I went to visit. I came to visit, came here, and it was summer. Man, in the summer it's crazy. It came in
It's
summer.
different. It's a
It
drug,
was
honestly.
pretty nice. The weather, everything was just. I was like, okay, that's a cool. It's cool. Like the weather, the vibes, people coming here for the summer and all that. I actually liked it, but I did not think that I'll actually come one day and live here. And I went back to Utah, and after like probably 1 month, he kept on texting me, yo, what's up, are you coming back? Because I came here for his birthday, and I was like, yeah, let me just pull up there. And he was just like, yo, you need to pull up here. And now, did you think about it? Now he started talking about it like I actually told him that I was gonna think about it, but I never told him I was gonna think about it. I just told him like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay where I am.
That's a big move too. You're
So
not just
you
moving
feel
a
me?
state
Like
over.
I just moved in the United States after like what 6 months. You want me to move to Maine? So I was like, I'm not sure about that. And then my sister got involved. Oh no, you guys should move in Maine, and so we actually somehow, I don't know. He was really like convincing. He brought up like other points, so we actually came to Maine.
No shit. Damn. So from
If it wasn't for him, if it was not for Felix, I wouldn't be in Maine.
shout out Felix, man. It's all about the. I don't want to say little, but life is really all about those connections you make that maybe at first seem like just a little link up or a new friend, a new
For
person
sure.
in your circle, but you never know how relationships and friendships and just your connection to any human might alter the rest of your life in a sense,
Excuse me.
Yeah. That's really wild though. I had no clue. I thought you had come right to Maine. So the fact that you were in Utah, which is on the whole other side of the country, man, and then come to Maine is pretty wild. What were your first
Facts.
impressions of Maine?
My first impression of Maine when I came here for the first time or for the second time.
I guess just like overall, like
Overall,
Yeah.
like after, man, I had a lot of like impression resolution for Maine,
talk on that.
bro. Let's not even go too far. How do you want me to have one impression of Maine when the weather is changing and
So
switching
true.
5 times in a day?
Yo,
Bro, like you can't keep up. You in the morning I'm like, bro, you know what? I actually love Maine. I like the weather. And then after 10 minutes I'm like, bro,
we out.
Maine. You understand? And then I'm like, bro, like, and then I'm like, oh, like Maine is, I don't know, and over the time I just learned how to, you know, to adapt.
Yeah, that's
Because,
that's the best
like,
word for it.
As a human being, as a man, we meant to adapt ourselves to different circumstances that we find ourselves in. We gotta man up and just do what we gotta do about it instead of just bitching and complaining.
You can't control that. You can only control how you react to it.
Yeah, so that was really one of the biggest impression that I had about men was not having a standard or a stable impression.
Yeah,
You just gotta be ready for whatever.
that's a good. I never really thought of it like that because I grew up here and I'm insulated by my proximity to Maine. But I mean, I even see you right now. You got the vest, the hoodie. You probably got a shirt up under
All
it. You could
that.
be in any outfit that you're wearing any part of the day. You take off a layer, put on a layer.
Exactly. You have to. Your minds get used to it. Like, see, I came from Wakanda. I came from Africa, bro. It's summer every day.
Much
It's
different weather, bro.
Literally, the way you chilling the entire time back home,
I'll be wearing shorts, I
Obviously-
bet, over there too, bro.
bro. Literally.
Maybe like not much if it gets hella hot. Like if it gets past 85, your boy be sweating heavy.
I feel you,
So I might be just
I feel
wearing
you.
no shirt, short shorts.
bro.
My chains,
Here,
maybe, you
I'm
know.
not gonna lie. There is no middle. It's either too hot or too cold. There is no middle out here.
Well, we almost got summer coming, my friend. So stay positive.
For sure.
Hell yeah. I wanted to now get into the musician side of Chrizi Jammer, and when you started crafting music, were you doing that in Utah? I believe you said is when you started doing it, right when you got to the States.
I mean, in the United States, yeah, but like I started recording since I was like 12.
Perfect, because that was my next question. I was gonna ask if you had done it back home. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
break down the history of that a little bit.
So it's funny because I was talking about it this morning. I recorded my first song when I was 12 years old.
Recorded.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was because of a friend that I met through boarding school. Because I was in boarding school. We met in boarding school, and yeah, we had a group. And I was already making music, like not making music like that, but I was already like writing some songs, like fucking around with music.
Yeah, you were being
Because-
musical.
Yeah, I was already being musical. The first fun I ever had, I recorded on A, like a freestyle on A.
Nice.
The first song I ever had, I saw that I could record something. I record something in it to try, and it was sounding good. And my friend was like, "Damn, that's crazy, bro. You're gonna be a star." And yeah. But yeah, the first time I've recorded ever was when I was 12 years old.
What did you? Was it just like a straight off top freestyle? Because you were freestyling before you were recording too. It seems like you're just a musical person by nature.
I feel like it was more. No. It was. I did not freestyle the song. We wrote the song.
Gotcha.
Like I was almost the type of guy who write, who sing or rap about sensual stuff and all that, because I knew even younger, because I knew that's what people love.
There you go.
And
you were
then-
tapped into the sex appeal at a young age, man. That's-
Exactly. You feel me? And the type of music I was influenced by growing up, it was mostly all about that. And the guy that I met in boarding school, he was like, "Yo, you gotta start talking more about real stuff, like what you're going through and stuff like that." So the first song we ever made, the title was in music, if I gotta translate it in English, it gotta be music is my gift. Yeah, that was the title. Music is my gift.
Hell yeah! So that sounds like a pretty
From
the heart track.
He really helped me to understand, even if I did not understand right away really what he actually meant, but he was actually the first artist who gave me the advice of trying to portray myself as, not even portray myself, but always trying to keep it 100.
Yeah, be from the heart, be genuine, authentic.
Gotta be able to talk about the real stuff more than just basic stuff.
I feel that. It's good to have a balance too in anything, right?
Yeah, for
Regardless.
sure.
So it sounds like this has been just a part of who you are. Since you can probably almost remember, being like an independent person, and then you carry that to Utah, obviously, and you were making music there. I want to focus more on Maine, but what was it like making music in Utah? Like, what was your process during that time?
When I got in Utah, that's when I actually started recording. My recording process was actually really, really different. It was probably the first time I ever recorded like that. So, Kikes is the guy. He's my bro.
Yeah.
Who I was staying with times to times when I need to make music and all that. He's really my bro. He makes music too, like I told you.
Yep.
So his cousin will come at the studio because he had his studio in the basement. Kikes, he had his studio in the basement. So his cousin, Rude Boy, he'll come in the studio, and Kikes will go at work. He'll go at work and I'll stay with him. He'll be like, yo, just work with him and all that and I'll stay with him. He'll play some beat and he's like, what do you think about this beat? What do you think about this beat? And me, I was always open-minded to work on whatever. So even if I was always ready to work on any type of beats, I always needed to write my music. And he was like, no, you don't need to. You don't need to write. Just go on the booth, like in the booth, and try to sing whatever you think. Don't think too hard. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I need to write. He's like, you don't need to write your lyrics. Just go ahead and just sing whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, I just started going, and with his guidance, I actually started like recording without writing music.
No
Since
shit.
then, I never write music.
Yeah, and that started in Utah, you said.
In Utah, for sure. Through him, I never wrote music ever again in my entire life. Since now.
That sounds pretty like a pivotal time period then, because you weren't in Utah for too long, I believe you said. But
I was in for sure. That's crazy.
But you learned
the
some
thing
big
is,
things.
we're in the studio every day.
Ooh,
Like every time I'll go to Kike's house, we'll make music every day.
So he had a home studio.
Yeah.
That makes it easy, man. Nice and accessible.
I didn't need to pay.
That's perfect,
I was just going.
Especially today, you can make a studio at home pretty damn easy, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
It can take some bread, but no. So that's where you record today. Is at a home studio?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's probably a good segue then, because I wanted to talk about the 207. We talked about some first impressions and how motherfucking wild the weather is when you compare it back to where you're from and everything. But the music side is definitely important too, because you move out here in 2018, I think you said.
Yeah, end of 2018.
I imagine you hit the ground running pretty soon, because you drop a full-fledged EP that had a rollout and a pretty good art direction in the summer of 2020.
Yeah.
So you're looking at less than 2 years, you already kind of dropped something in a pretty, I think, concise and pretty, clean format, in my opinion. So when and how did you start to really make music out here? Was it just right when you moved here? It was home studio vibes from the jump.
When I got here, obviously I started looking for a studio. I'm like, I need to make music.
Yeah, hit that mic a little closer to you.
I was like, I need to make music, and these friends of mine told me about Junus. Junus is the guy who makes most of my music, of my music video, and directed most of my music video. I meant.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, he has a whole studio, and at the time I was just looking for a studio to work, and somebody recommended me there, and I went there. We met each other, and then we talked. He played some beats. I started just vibing around, freestyling.
Yeah, no writing.
No writing, just freestyling. And I'm not, don't get it twisted, I'm not even like the best freestyler out there. I just,
It's just what you like to do,
I just do music. I just do me. But, at the end of the day, I'm a real artist. So I make nothing from... I make something out of nothing. So, at the end of the day, that's what we do.
Feel you.
So, yeah, I was just vibing, and that's where we started working together. But the thing is, my relationship with Genius back then was not like the perfect one, because we did not always agreed on the same, stuff,
Got you.
because he was trying to actually, you know, bring me to this level,
Yeah, yeah.
while mentally I was probably to this level. So now, oh, like not especially like this level, like I don't mean this level like that, but it's like the way we were thinking, we were not
Hmm.
on the same page.
Yeah, you
And
weren't clicking yet.
yeah, so over the time I went, when we could not work together no more, at some point I had to get my own studio.
Yeah, and this I should have asked earlier too. Was this all in Portland, or like did you move to Portland right away?
Bro, all that was important.
Yeah, hell yeah. So that was at the. Is this the only place you've lived in Maine?
Yeah, but
Nice.
yeah,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
mostly.
So then what happens when you start? Because this is again kind of you keep leading me to my next questions very nicely. You
Yeah,
got a nice flow in the
for sure.
conversation. Because I wanted to talk about how my Afro Jam and the idea for it, and everything kind of conceptualized. And I guess maybe take us to there from after you started, or from when you started recording at home.
hmm So, like I said, I could not work with him anymore at that point,
Yeah.
because we at that moment we were not on the same page.
Mm.
So one of my friend suggests me to actually own my own studio, you know, because I kept on looking for a studio.
Mm.
But going to high school through another friend again, somebody recommended me, yo, you gotta, I know this guy, his name is Wazo David.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go to his studio. I can give you his phone number. So I got his phone number. I reached out to him, and yeah, I went to his studio. We made a song the same night, and turned out he was Congolese, and at the same time he's Genius brother. So we clicked because we were relating to the same situation, as far as
Mm-hmm.
the situation of our work situation with Genius at the time, because
Mm.
Genius will always try to push us to work so professionally. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So, but
Mm-hmm.
us, we wanted to just be free and do whatever. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so that's how we actually related. You feel me? And the music, and the fact that he's also from Congo,
That's must
and
like
he's
make you
trying
guys
to
want to
speak
connect
French, and
already, yo.
we connected more.
Yeah.
You feel me? And we made, and that was probably after a year that we made a song that we actually dropped. But before that, we made a song that we never dropped.
Got you.
And at some point it was just feeling like, it doesn't feel right now, like always depending to other people to record and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my own studio.
There we go.
I started learning more, because the fact that I was always recording back in Utah, and sometimes Kike's cousin will not come, so I'll have to just try to figure it out on my own. And when it's hard, I'll go on YouTube, or I'll call Kike's, yo, bro, you need to help me out with this. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
What am I
You
supposed
had
to
to
do on
learn. You were forced
FaceTime?
to learn.
And I had to learn. So I learned the basics. I learned how to record music. I started recording my own music.
Hell yeah. What year is this? Like 2019, 2018?
2019,
2019?
for sure. I
Sweet.
started recording my own music, but at the same time, the thing is, I did not want to make music in French no more, because not like music in French no more, as far as like I don't want to like make music in French, but I wanted to focus more on the language of where I I am, best.
Yeah, yeah. You wanted to kind of incorporate a little English and a little French together, yo.
You feel me? So
is there a term for that? Like, you know how there's Spanglish for Spanish and English?
Yeah,
is there French and Fringlish?
Yeah, Franglish is
Franglish.
Franglish
I ain't never heard that.
Franglish. Artist name.
For real, for real.
Yeah, he's from.
We're giving him free plug right now. You're welcome.
Yeah, he's from Congo too.
No shit. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Franglish. So
you wanted to incorporate a little bit more of that into the music. It sounds like.
Yeah, for sure. So I started making music in English. I started working on my English, and I did not like it.
Yeah, what was that like at first?
Man, I did not like the way I sounded. I did not like my pronunciation. I didn't like.
It's tough to do
anything.
that, yo. That ain't easy.
You feel me? Like, it was crazy. You feel me? And it wasn't until like everybody would tell me like, no, bro, this is okay. This is fire. No. We can understand what you're saying. So that's all matters. And I always rap. You feel me? Because I really like to rap. So because when I used to make music totally in French only, I used to only rap. Like I used to mostly rap than singing. I was not like a singer like that. So when I started making music in English, I tried to rap and sing at the same time because I felt like singing was I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Easy. Like it was easy to sing for me. But the thing is I didn't feel comfortable with my language until this guy from Boston, he owned this page called Rapper Made on Instagram, and he's a good guy. Like I met him and he told me, yo bro, you shouldn't feel some type of way about your music. I feel like you're really talented. Like I'm like, nah bro, my accent and shit. And he was like,
hard on yourself.
Bro, do you know when you go to clubs, do you know what type of music people listen to? People listen to Wizkid. People listen to Davido.
International shit.
Exactly. People listen to Jamaican people. You know why? Because they don't sound like everybody in America.
It gets the people moving.
Exactly. It gets just a different vibe. It's original.
I feel you 100%.
You feel me? So I don't know, like from every thing that everybody else was would tell me back then, what he told me actually affected me. I was like, you know what? That's true.
Hell yeah.
That's true. I started making music comfortably. I'm like, fuck it.
There we go. You get that confidence.
I started recording a lot. Like I recorded a lot of music. Like I would record from like real talk from 3 p.m. to after school. From 3 p.m. to probably like 5 in the morning.
There we go, yo. All night sessions, man.
Like every day.
Oh yeah.
Every day. All the time. Like I would be recording. And my friend will always come, yo, that's fire. And then over the time I made another song with Wazo David. For me, he wanted to put it in his album. So he came to my house, to my crib.
Your home studio at this point, yeah.
And we recorded that song at 2 a.m. I was like, bro, I'm too tired. He's like, yo, bro, we gotta do this shit, bro. I promise you gonna love this shit, bro. I really think you gonna vibe with these beats because the whole night we probably made like 3 songs or 5 songs already. And I was just like, bro, I'm tired. He was like, bro, this one is special, bro. I got this special beats, bro. You gonna fuck with it. He played the beat. Chuck produced the beat.
Shout out Chuck. Y'all better listen to the Chuck podcast if you haven't.
Chuck produced the beat.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not lying to you. The beat was just different. It was an Afro beat.
So you falling in love pretty much with like the late night studio, home studio vibes.
Yeah, bro.
And I feel like that really translates to the energy you have on My Afro Jam.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about that now. Because, like I mentioned earlier, that was really initially what got me into your music and your art. And how did you start to formulate that project, as an idea? Like, when did it all start to come together for you?
Um, Honestly, I wasn't even working on that.
Mm.
I, w- I dropped this kind of moment, and that song really accumulated like a lot of like attention around
Mm-hmm.
the city.
Mm-hmm.
After I've dropped a song with Wazo David, the song called For Me, it really had a buzz, and my song, this kind of moment, was highly anticipated. So I was working on a project that was related to this kind of moment.
Got you. The track, exactly.
Exactly. So I started building up a project from off one song, and then I made the voice of the youth.
And that's not on the EP, right? Voice of My Youth was just a single, right?
Exactly. Voice of the Youth was
Voice of the
another
Youth.
single, like this kind of moment
Mm.
that was just leading the idea of making a project which was called uh, Born to Shine. So I started working on Born to
Oh,
Shine, the
already?
project, before I even
Because we're
dropped.
gonna get to Born to Shine a little later, but
Exactly, but that was already the point.
the seed was planted.
Exactly. So over the time now, after I've made the Voice of the Youth music video, the timing was just perfect. I dropped the song, and right after I've dropped the song, even before, my idea for the music video was already right the way it is right now.
Mm.
My idea was to have a protest scene, to have this, to have this, to have this.
Before all that shit popped off.
Before all that, to talk about the police violence.
Mm-hmm. Because that happens every fucking hour, man.
Exactly. So it's not something new. It's something that I'm gonna talk about.
Oh yeah.
But it been happening before me, after me, hopefully not.
Yeah,
but
man.
like
It's
you
just,
feel me,
it's just
like
as American as pretty much
you feel
all the
me.
other
So
stereotypical
it been
shit.
happening. So I was already talking about that. So when the pandemic happened, the George Floyd situation came, it was just the perfect.
Mm.
Like I'm not gonna say the perfect coincidence, like it was
No,
the
just
good thing, but
the
as far as
timing
the
linked up
timing,
with the theme of your song as well.
exactly, we Calvin was there, and we shot the music video while protesting
Mm-hmm.
to it, and it was just everything was just so natural,
Mm.
fast, quick, and we did the music video. But after that, the idea of my Afro Jam came because I just felt like I was too real with the project. Like the songs that I already have for Born to Shine, I was too real to a point where I felt like I don't think this is a good timing for, like, I don't think people will receive this. Like, we have too much shit going on.
Yeah.
And me talking about more stuff, like personal stuff, like I know people gonna relate to it, but I don't know. Like I did not, artistically wise, I didn't felt like it was the best timing, but I did not stop working on it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I just felt like, I just gotta give to people like something to make them feel good,
Something
to
to
make
dance.
them bounce.
You want to bring the
to
summer, man.
Exactly, some shit like that. Boom. I'm in the studio.
So this is where my Afro Jam
Everything
starts.
clicked.
Because that's your first. Is that your first debut EP?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my first
That's
project
also why
ever.
I liked it, because I like when artists. One of the last singers I had on here is a really dope cat named Lutando.
Mhm.
They work out here too, and they've only dropped probably a couple singles, and I just like when artists can take their time,
Mhm.
and the first stuff you hear from them is really polished, really well executed, and just dope as fuck because they took their time and didn't rush it.
Mhm.
And don't get me wrong, I think everyone who ever makes music has deleted old shit they posted from when they first started making music.
Mhm.
But when you can kind of just curate, like the beginning of a musical career in a sense, like in terms of like discography speaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's really fucking dope, and that's kind of how I felt about my Afro Jam, including like the album cover,
Facts.
your importance to music videos. I think
Mhm.
music videos are so important. If you really want to get recognized a little bit more out here, put your motherfucking face on the camera sometimes and like put a dope video out that people locally can connect to, or even back home can connect to.
For sure.
I think these themes were relevant and prevalent throughout my Afro Jam, and I just wanted you to, I don't know, like looking back on that project, how do you feel that you dropped that? Because I think it was a nice like splash of fun, just let's get outside and shake our asses type vibes for the summer when it dropped.
Honestly,
And I just said a lot, so if you got to process it, no sweat.
honestly, I felt like my Afro Jam was, when I look back at it now, I'm really proud of it. Like everything that really happened to me so far, artistically wise. What is the word?
Yeah, you had it artistically.
Wise,
Yeah.
artistically wise, here in Maine so far, or in America, or even as far as back home and all that. I think everything happened off one project.
Really?
Off one project, I got the best song of the year. I got the award of the best song of the year.
From who?
From Recognized Rap.
Oh yeah, I know that account. Yeah, they interviewed me once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. I mean, it's your first EP out here.
Exactly. Of the first EP, I got the best song of this. Anyway, She Brings the Summer, feat Fetty.
Yeah. I fucking love that song, man. That's probably my favorite song of yours, to be honest.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now, of that same project, I have now the song I Don't Pick Up the Phone
That's on Hot 104, right?
Yeah,
shout out
song,
D-Lon.
Exactly,
yeah, were you kicking it with
D-Lon.
D-Lon recently too?
Yeah, I was with
D-Lon.
I stopped by the station. He's really a good guy.
That was recently, right? Like a couple days ago, right?
A couple days ago.
So you got to be chilling with D-Lon, and you got to be at Benny's crib. That's pretty two good spots for 1 week, man. You're getting gifted out here.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Off one project.
Real recognize real though. I mean,
exactly.
Shit's supposed to be happening sometimes.
So that's pretty much dope. You feel me? Like off one project, and I have another song playing on the radio.
That's huge. Locally.
That's huge. Locally, that's huge. You feel me? That's huge.
That's hella huge, yo.
I know a lot of artists who've been trying to, have their song playing on the radio, but they still haven't made.
It's tough. I want more of that too. I know there's so many politics when it comes to modern media.
Yeah, for sure.
All these national companies pretty much control like the flow of what gets played and shit like that. It's kind of why I do what I do independently, because I couldn't be doing the shit I'd be doing if I worked for some big company. So fuck them though. They can fuck off. Regardless though, all love to anybody who does like are in those fields, because segue, Hot 104, like I love to see Hot 104 play local shit, because I would love to hear more Dre Armani on the radio.
For sure.
I love to hear Ben's Been Dead, Be All on the radio.
Sure.
Like I love to hear people
KP.
locally. Yeah.
I would love to.
YNGKP. YNGKP be dropping an album a day.
Exactly.
I be seeing that.
I would love to keep hearing Drippy.
Drippy, yeah.
I would love to hear Angelica.
Oh, Angelica's stupid, yo.
Exactly. I would love to hear more local artists.
Yeah. You can always, that's 1,000,000% the reason why I started Benny's Crew.
Exactly.
Because even if you might not hear that shit in all the, channels you would like to, at least you can always go back and sit down and kick it with the artist for like an hour, and get to know them.
For sure.
And that's why we do what we're doing here. And I guess, I just really do appreciate my Afro Jam and the energy it brought to the scene. And I just do fuck with that project, so congrats on that one, yo. And I want to keep it on the scene for a quick minute before we maybe do some rapid fire questions.
For sure.
We just dropped a couple names, but you've definitely linked up and networked with a ton of local acts. Obviously Chuck, you've been working with him and getting some of them fucking dope ass beats he's been putting out. All the names we just mentioned, and also I think Gold Coast label too. I saw you do some shit with.
Yeah, shout out to Gold
yeah,
Coast
I really fuck with what they're doing. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
if y'all watching, shout out y'all. Like, keep doing what y'all doing.
I really love what they're doing for the
necessary,
the local artists out here. Like it's some people might not see it, might not support the movement, but I love what they're doing.
It's all small. I mean, still, it's like how long have they been fully out, like doing like events and stuff like that? Like a couple of years, maybe.
Shit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't want
about
to
it, but,
disrespect because I
as
don't want to
far-
have inaccurate information, but
Yeah,
I feel
as
like I
far
just
as
saw their
I-
name the past couple of years.
Yeah.
What you say?
I remember seeing them since like 2018.
2018. So yeah, 4 years.
Parties,
Yeah, so 4 years,
Yeah.
and now like
That's
it's-
it. That's
you got to put in like this shit doesn't come overnight. You got to put in work, and I think it's just dope to see even for them being fairly like I feel new on the scene, and I've been here since 2016 doing my shit, and even just to see people out there, not like it's their first year doing it, but they're still learning a lot, and they're starting to get a little wave behind them too. That's a great feeling, man, especially when it's people in your home city.
yeah. For
So
sure.
that's just kind of why I like to show love and show love and give flowers while people can still smell them.
Mhm.
So that's me doing that. I guess, what are your thoughts on the scene, overall, being an artist on it, but someone who's not from here originally?
If I gotta keep it real, I feel like you really, really gotta work probably like 10 times harder than people who from here. You know, like it's not only like in music. It's just like it's about so many different, points and reasons behind the scenes, but I feel like it's not easy.
Yeah.
So like you just gotta push it. You
Yeah.
really just gotta push and like stay motivated like every day, because sometimes you feel down, you feel like nah, is this shit gonna work, but like you just gotta stay really motivated and stay focused, because as far as like as much as it might be really hard for somebody who's not from here, it also like just helped me to even be stronger,
Yeah.
and just learn how to face with some obstacles and some
Yeah,
different
it ain't easy to be an
situations.
artist in general, man.
Yeah,
Especially in a
easy.
completely new, different city, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you're making music that, unfortunately, in my opinion, like ain't played as much as it probably should be. It's like there's a lot of like heavy, like vanilla motherfuckers out here playing like the same kind of bland top 40 pop, and not giving. And even though, as we said, like internationally, like I mean, what is international music? But like in America, like a lot of non-domestic music gets huge here, and I do think that I wish that was more prevalent though, like habitually, not just kind of in a top 40 sense.
For sure.
And yeah, I just appreciate you speaking about your perspective on the scene, man, because that's why it's important to have, like I said, I like to have the stories from the artist's mouth, man. It's too easy to like make assumptions about what it's like to be an artist somewhere, or what it's like to be on a scene, or what a scene is, until you actually talk to people on it. That's what I think I was slipping, man. Before I ever moved to Portland, I made assumptions about what the art scene was like out here, but I never like lived it. So why would I open my mouth about shit I don't know?
Yeah,
So
it's crazy. Like I really appreciate you for giving your platform to local artists, to giving
you
to
already know,
local
man.
artists a reason to feel like artists. Because at the end of the day, why do you think some local artists, that we might have faith in, just stop making music out of nowhere?
It's easy to stop too. It's easy to kind of just get
You
caught
feel
up.
me?
Man.
It's just like, bro, you get caught up in so many, aspects of, the music business, the industry, and the, it's just crazy. So, yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it can take away from the point of it all, man. We make music because when I do this shit because it's fun as fuck and I love it.
Yeah.
And so we can hear people's stories, and so we can actually connect and like try and detach from like the toxic, traumatic shit that like the top-down agendas of this country tries to sell you and shit. Like, I don't know. It's just that's why we do what we do here. I don't know why this got so
For sure.
metaphysical and big, but that's what we do. We just gotta have these deep conversations.
Said, yeah.
And it goes back to me just having love for the scene and the authentic art and all the shit that's being crafted out here, yo. And, it's dope to be a part of it, and it's just dope to have another artist out here telling their side of what it's like to be a part of it.
For sure.
And before we maybe wind down then and talk about what's to come, you down for a little rapid fire segment?
Let's get it.
Let's do it. Favorite time of the day to record?
It depends. Morning and night.
Celebrity crush?
Chrizi Jammer.
Shout out Self Love. 207 artist you want to collab with? You can say yourself again, I guess, if you really want.
Which artist I wanna collab with? There's plenty of artists. I'm not just gonna drop just one.
Got you. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There we go. Portland food spot you want to shout out?
I've been going to a lot of different spots, like just to try out food. I love eating.
Same.
So probably, babe.
Yardy Ting. Shout out Yardy Ting. This podcast is sponsored by Yardy
That's
Ting.
the
Jamaican spot.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's definitely fine.
The new crab leg spot down the
Yeah.
street.
They got crab legs out here?
Yeah, in South Portland.
Ooh, I gotta get some crab legs, bro.
Shake what? Shake crabs?
Is it like the Old Bay seasoning and the
Shaking
butter and
crabs.
everything?
Already
Damn.
eat seafoods.
All right. Shout out crab legs and shout out Yardy Ting. Thanks for sponsoring, yo. What's a goal you still have as an artist?
Honestly, to live off my music and keep motivating and touching
It's a good
people's
goal.
life.
Even more importantly, what's your third favorite animal?
I don't even have a first one.
We need a first and a second.
You have to have a first one to have a third.
Exactly.
I don't even have a first one.
Damn, man. Hey, be like that. You ain't
Say
possessive
be
of
like
nature.
that. Yeah.
Who's a current?
Listen, hey, to all my animals lovers, I have no problems against animals. I don't. I promise. I don't,
Oh, you got cat beef?
It's not even like that.
It ain't worth talking about. It ain't a thing, right?
Bro, cats, they be crazy,
Yo,
bro.
cats,
Look,
you get scratched up by a cat?
bro, back home, that's crazy. Long story short, cat are crazy, bro.
Hey, yo, I don't be trusting cats. I love cats. I've had
See?
cats my entire life, but I
You
still
know.
don't trust them motherfuckers.
You
How'd they
know.
get that high up on the food chain when they don't do shit? Why we picking up their poop and shit?
But I have
don't make
no problem
sense.
with them.
Oh yeah, I ain't beefing with the cat. I'm
Yeah.
just saying they're weird as hell.
Yeah,
I love cats. I love cats.
Yeah,
You ever wake up and the cat's just staring at you? Like, what the
That's
fuck's running through your
great.
little brain,
that's
bro?
crazy, bro.
Why you
That's
doing
cra-
that to me, yo? You
That-
trying to eat me or some shit?
Why would you do that? It's not even like that.
I love cats, too. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying I've had cats my entire life. I'm like a cat whisperer, to be honest. I got a lot of luck
See?
with them. But they,
See,
we
that's
animals.
what
We
that's
animals,
what I'm
bro.
talking about.
You gotta keep one eye on those motherfuckers.
Always, like, bro, you wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning trying to go pee, and he's just in front of you creeping. Bro, that's creepy as hell.
Hey, they got their own agendas, man. I don't know what the cat agenda is. I'm not sure I'm finna understand it 100%. But all I know is they mini lions in your crib.
But we have love for
I love
cats
animals.
lovers.
I mean, it's just Chrizi and I fucking love I was gonna say love jammers, but that's my high brain. We love animals here is what I'm trying to say.
We some animals lovers.
Oh, I just want to end the rapid fire there, man. That's probably my favorite quote I've ever heard on Bernie's Crib, maybe. We 99 episodes in. All right. Who's a current artist you can't stop playing?
Oh, there is like probably 2 of them, but right now it's Chrizi Jammer.
Chrizi Jammer? That's
I
what I thought
just
you were going to say.
released-
What about Yeet? You ever heard of Yeet?
Yee.
No, Yeet. Y-E-A-T. gotta play
I've
some
heard
Yeet.
his song with, I don't know if
Young Thug has a song with him. I believe.
Young Thug, yes.
Yeah.
I've heard a song of him.
I
with
bet
Young
you
Thug, and
like Yeet. I'm trying to get the Yeet out there. The Yeet agenda is another one I'm finna talk about. But let's get back to the rapid fire. What's the biggest thing you miss from home?
I feel like everything, honestly.
What's the least favorite thing about Maine to you?
Honestly, at this point, I had to learn how to live with it. But honestly, if we could just take it away from us, it wouldn't miss me. The snow.
Ooh, the snow. Yeah, snow's tough, bro. We got snow coming like Friday too.
You didn't have to say it like
Hey,
that.
you gotta get ready. You gotta get the boots on.
You gotta be ready
You gotta do your
mentally.
push-ups, man. You gotta do some shadow boxing out there in the cold.
Yeah,
That's it. It is a mental thing, man. The seasonal change. I've been living here my whole life, and this shit fucked me up. Still,
I wouldn't miss the cold, the snow.
I feel that. What's your favorite sport to play?
I love sports, man. I love soccer.
That's my favorite sport to play.
I
You mean real football?
Yeah, soccer.
Not American football.
Not American football.
That's some BS, bro. How you can take a sport and like just? I mean, that's what America does. It colonizes other shit, man. But still, it's
That's
like
football.
it's
That's
real. It's real football. I want to go play right now. I go play some foot. I mean, it's gonna be 60 tomorrow. We should.
Let's get it.
I wish we could just pause and like play like some football like
We
for
can't
real.
do that.
Yeah, I got work and bills and shit though. It's a tough thing about the exploitive system we live in. These podcasts don't come free, yo. Hit the Patreon in the bio, by the way. How you doing?
You guys can meet me at the park tomorrow. I'll be playing soccer.
Well, tomorrow's. I'm not dropping this tonight though. So if you tell people to come tomorrow, ain't nobody gonna be there. Now you gotta
Listen, I'm a genius. I don't know whenever he's gonna drop this. But the day he's gonna listen, don't tell me whenever he's gonna drop it. But whenever he's gonna drop this, I will just feel it. I don't even need to know, but I will just be at the park the next day.
KP
playing
doing
soccer,
doing
real football.
What is it? The real goalpost too is when you take your shoes off and make goals out of your shoes. I used to do that a lot, man.
Yeah, for sure, that's fire.
That's fire, man. I haven't said fire in a minute. I feel like once I hit like 27, I had to stop saying that's fire.
So what do you say instead?
I said illy. I don't know, man. Kind of depends.
So what do you say?
I just said that sentence was that shit illy, but that was me just putting out something like rapid fire. I probably have a plethora of adjectives I could use to describe any situation I am in, but we're not gonna get there, you know. I'm not a thesaurus.
Put me on,
yo. A couple of good words, yo. I mean, I like words that end in like OUS, like tremendous, stupendous. You feel pretty pumped. It's like, yo, this is stupendous. But like, oh shit, this is better than ever. Like, that one's pretty good. Dummy. I be saying dummy a lot. The whole antonym thing, like something is the opposite of its meaning. Oh shit, dummy.
That's crazy.
It's actually really good though, you know.
Yeah.
Like crazy. That's another good one. Like that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Shit ain't actually crazy. Shit ain't unstable.
Like,
it's stable. You want to be up in it.
Like damn.
Damn's a good one. Yeah, because you think of like the Bible or God will damn you. But damn actually is like, damn, this shit good. Or like the Kendrick album. I think of the Kendrick album. He kind of took that word for a hot minute.
Yeah, for sure.
You just rapid fired me about the English language, man. I kind of fuck with that because I got an English minor. No, creative writing minor, which is through English. But you know, all words are subjective. We all just somehow fucking agree that these words mean the same shit in different parts of the world at different time periods. There's no like universal language.
I agree.
Maybe that's like circadian rhythm and shit like that.
There is.
Music?
Yeah.
There we
Music.
go. Tremendous and stupendous.
Love.
Love is universal. So is hate. So watch out for these crazy motherfuckers out here.
Yeah.
But you gotta be safe, you know. It's all about balance is universal. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Life is all about balance and continuation and cycles, you know, like death, life, decay, growth, death, all that shit.
Respect.
I don't know what the fuck we talking about. If you could go anywhere on tour in the world, where would you go?
Where?
Yeah, you can go Chrizi Jammer World Tour. Where the hell you going? Like, where you hitting?
Bro, I gotta go. I gotta go to Africa. Global baby.
International man of mystery.
Global baby.
Boom. Put the private jet, get the PJ out.
Big
Get the
J.
PJs out. I'm sleeping on the PJ tonight.
Oh God.
We going to Africa.
Going to
World
Africa.
tour.
And then
Every country in Africa, you hitting specific ones? Any regions?
bro, for sure. I'm start with any country in Africa, but I gotta finish with my country,
The hometown.
the hometown.
I wrote this down actually. I
For
think it's
sure, for sure.
Lubumbashi City.
Yeah, Lubumbashi.
You're gonna go.
We
You're gonna
gotta
rip
put
that shit up.
from Lubumbashi
No cats
City
allowed,
To the world.
No animals allowed. Just humans for the safety of the animals, because you don't want to get tramped. There's an Astro World
Listen,
joke, but I ain't gonna
listen.
make it.
Don't see what I did.
We gotta keep going, yo. Well,
Oh shit.
having too much fun. Hey, yo, freedom of speech. You know, you gotta use it for good reasons.
Yeah, you know, America.
We laugh because things hurt. You know, laughter heals a lot.
America, they say you're free to speak, but
America fucked up, man.
you're not actually free to speak.
No.
Don't speak.
That's truth, though. You got to be careful out here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, regardless of all the tangents and meandering that occurred, you survived the rapid fire. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to talk about the recent developments now, if that's cool with you. Got the record on Hut 104. New video, Fly Like a Bird, is out.
Sure.
And then a new project coming out, too, potentially, right? Born to Shine.
For sure.
Do you wanna-
Born to Shine is finally coming out.
Yeah, talk about that. Divulge some
So-
details.
I feel like Born to Shine is really like a big part of me. Like I try to portray, like, to share a lot of, real like life situation, real history, real like deep stuff that I had to deal with, and I just wanted to take my time to really like, to really create the entire project, and shout out to everybody who's featured on it.
Ooh. And you've been working on this for years now.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, and as far as even the title of Born to Shine, I always felt like I was born to shine, because since I was, a kid, my mom always like tell me like, yo, I feel like you're gonna be like an artist. Like back then I would just be drawing. I didn't even sing yet. I was really young. You feel me? I would be just drawing. I would be just doing
Just
whatever.
being creative.
And yes, I was so creative. And my mom would always be like, yo, this kid gonna be a star. This kid gonna be a artist.
You're
This
born
be-
to shine.
This kid is born to shine.
There we go.
She really put that in my mind. You feel me?
That's
Like
it.
she push it, and I was just natural with it. But the thing is, I did not like picture.
Well, you've been on camera for like an hour. G.
You feel me? Like it's something you guys.
I don't like being on camera myself either, bro. I'm
Like
not gonna
people
front.
who like. It's
Takes growth.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy. I have anxiety.
Oh, I got anxiety like every second of the day. I feel
Crazy.
I channel a lot of my shit I do through anxiety.
You
bro.
feel
Yeah.
me? So it's like we still, as an artist, I gotta overcome.
I feel that.
My music, it's all about like overcoming. It's all about never give up. It's all about motivation. It's all about
Hell yeah.
inspiration. So, which is all about, what it's more what's Born to Shine the project is all about.
Hell yeah.
What I meant to say.
Got you.
You feel me? So yeah, from just growing from that, with my mom repeating that to me, you gonna be like, look at this kid, he's really gonna be a star, he's a real artist. And I did not even sing yet. When I got my first phone, I started freestyling and all that. A lot of shit happened, and I really like, I really got to get to a point where I'm like, you know what, for this project, I really want to talk about what I went through from a certain period of my time,
Hell yeah.
of my career to here, what I had to do to get here, how long it took me to get here, like what type of situation I had to deal with, why I didn't drop no music for a certain time, like because I want my fans to really understand really what's going on. I had this song called the name of the song is in French. It's called À 14 ans. It means uh 14 years old. When I was 14 years old, literally, like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a song where I'm really talking about me, showing or telling stories about what I was dealing with at a certain period of my time.
Yeah.
When I was 14 years old.
Back in the adolescence.
When I was doing this, when I had this, what I had to do, and all that. It was pretty much personal. And I have this other song called Inside My Body. It's a good one, and I will really recommend this one.
Hell yeah. It's one of your favorites?
Everybody, yeah, it's
Hell
one of my
yeah.
favorite. So Inside My Body, it's a really personal one. And
Fuck
a lot
yeah.
of people who be listening to my music and supporting my music closely since I've been dropping music, they might actually felt like they grew, like they might understand more or have an idea of what I'm talking about. It's some situation that I never addressed.
Yeah, new shit for the fans, man.
You feel me? There's a lot of situation that I never addressed, and I feel like that song it's one of the best way I could
Hell yeah. Well, I'm pumped to hear all that
address
shit.
and explain and portray.
Yeah. I mean, you
My
must be excited to
story.
get that shit out, man.
Yeah.
So
and
stay tuned.
There's more songs. There is Lubumbashi, straight hard.
There we go.
Fire. There's a lot of good songs.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll be sharing more details soon, so much appreciation.
For sure.
Man.
I'll be sharing the future, the featuring. I'll be sharing the release date. I'll be sharing the
album art, all that good shit, bro.
all that. I'll be releasing the the release party date.
Got you.
I'll be, and you guys make sure you get your tickets for my upcoming show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a show you wanna promote?
Yeah,
That's perfect time.
I have a upcoming show hosted by Gold Coast label.
Shout out them again.
Shout out to
What's
them
the date?
again.
Where can motherfuckers get tickets?
March 19th.
Sweet. And
So-
Gold Coast labels Instagram, probably you can find it through there.
Yep. Go
Sweet.
check out on Gold Coast label on Instagram, and make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe on my YouTube channel, Chrizi Jammer.
Perfect.
Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Jammer.
Is there any underscores and shit like
underscore Jammer.
Perfect.
Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I don't even really tweet like that.
Twitter be
but
weird,
shit.
bro. I mean, you keep answering these questions ahead of time. I'm very impressed. I was gonna say, you want to plug your socials and contact info? You already did. I say, any shows coming up you want to shout out? You already did.
Too fast.
Too fast. How about this one though? On a more positive tip, is there anything you're excited for, just in general, like, just on like a life level that you want to shout out?
I really feel like I'm really excited for this year, as far as I'm getting to a level where I always want it. I feel like I've realized that I'm getting what I always needed. Actually, not want it, but always need it. What every other artist would need to get to where they need to be. You feel me?
Where
Like
it feels right. It feels natural.
exactly. You feel natural. I have right people around me.
Yeah, yo.
I'm in a good space, mentally, spiritually,
Physically,
physically.
the Holy Trinity.
I feel strong. I feel fire.
Doing your push-ups, having your smoothies.
I feel pretty.
Tremendous.
I'm on fire.
Tremendous. Watch
You
out.
dig? You feel me? I look good. I'm fresh as hell.
There we go.
Easy.
Easy money.
Too easy. I'm pushing P. You dig? So yeah, and you know I have a pretty good team. I have good people around me. I have people who supporting my music. I have people who are really excited
Hell yeah.
to listen to new music from me. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
feeling good. I'm really excited for my music, for where I'm at, like artistically. I'm on fire.
I like that. You gotta have that confidence, yo. So that's good to hear,
God,
yo.
I'm on fire right now.
Well, hell yeah. Chrizi Jammer, this has been fun. I hope you've had some fun. I got one final question.
Sure.
If you're down and ready, unless you got anything else you want to say, yo.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. There we go. Where will Chrizi Jammer be 1 year from now?
1 year from now. So
I think we got like 2 minutes left on the memory card too, or like 30 seconds left. So I got.
So in one of my songs I said 1 year ago I was nobody. So a year ago from today I would definitely
You'll be
become
somebody, man.
somebody.
You already are, yo. too,
like on a bigger level, to a point where it will be like undeniable. Like
Mm.
I wouldn't give no choice to anybody but to actually know who Chrizi Jammer is and
Hell yeah.
what Chrizi Jammer music is.
I love the ambition and the confidence and the motivation, man. You gotta keep that every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if you're feeling down, sometimes you gotta go through the balances and the waves, but always have those little self-confidence boosts to get you back up in a sense. So shout out that.
Sure.
Shout out everyone chilling in here. Shout out Chrizi. Shout out Born to Shine. Shout out Yardy Ting. Thank you again for listening to Benny's Crib. We got a lot of love for you.
For sure.
Rhyme.beat. Rhyme.beats on Instagram. Benny's Crib's Instagram. Rhyme Beats the website. Much love. Be safe and finesse the system. Shout out Yardy Ting.
Let's
Peace.
get it.